I haven't worked a job for probably over 10 years now, and yet I get to do what I want, get to live life on my own terms, don't live in frugality, and I want to show you how to do the same in this video and how creating content has allowed me to do this. So one really interesting thing that I notice a lot, like I travel a lot for making videos, do a lot of mountain biking, and there's one common thing that you probably heard, even if you don't mountain bike or you just travel around. I always hear this thing where people come to the end of, say, a holiday, like say if we're on a mountain bike holiday and I'm in this location making a YouTube video, and I hear people who are coming to the end of their holiday, their 2-week vacation for the year, and it's like this chat of like, oh, back to reality now, holiday's over, this is over, back to the normal life, the 9 to 5 grind, until the next time we are able to go on holiday or escape real life. And I just think this is so crazy, and it's the drum that I've been trying to beat for a long time. Like the fact that we have been told and believe that working the majority of the time doing something you don't even enjoy to create funds that fund things that you actually want to do, and people believe it like that's the only way to live, and that's like the normal way to live life. I would have a complete opposite opinion of this, because this is what I've done for the last 10 years, as have thousands of other value creators, as I'm going to call them in this video. So that's what I want to share in this video. I'm just out walking because it's a nice evening in October, which is quite a rarity in Scotland, but I want to share basically how you can create content and never have to work again, which sounds like a crazy clickbaity title and something that's like unfathomable, unachievable, but it's actually not. It's actually super simple, but people just need to be exposed to it and understand how it relates to their current situation and where they are right now. You can actually be paid, believe it or not, and build a lifestyle by just existing. Which sounds crazy, but hear me out. You can just create a lifestyle with just existing. You don't have to show up to some crappy 9 to 5 job that you don't even enjoy, and you're fulfilling someone else's dream, and you're not even valued, and you could be just gotten rid of it like a moment's notice. So what do I mean by just like existing and earning an income from it? Well, I'm going to use this term value creator, and a value creator is somebody who is able to build a lifestyle around their own unique curiosities, their own personality, their own knowledge, their own experience. Because if you can do this, you're able to simply share that knowledge with the world and help other people with many different things, and it could actually be anything. So rewind the clock, so I'll just give you a bit of a backstory to where my journey has been. So I started out as a personal trainer. Well, I was actually a woodworker or a joiner before that. Then loved fitness, started becoming a personal trainer, and then completely fell in love with training people, but discovered this new thing called copywriting, which is like selling through the written word. And I learned copywriting as a way to market my personal training business and get clients. And then fell out of love with training people completely and started doing copywriting full time, which I could do from a laptop, from anywhere in the world, with just internet connection. So I could just literally travel around, open my laptop, do some work, earn money, fund my trips. Just, yeah, really enjoyed that. And I'm not trying to tell you to become a copywriter. That's not what I'm trying to say in this video at all. But that was the thing that first opened my eyes to this whole world of the online space that we all live in, which is becoming more and more common now. People working from wherever. Since COVID, since 2020, people have adopted this new way of living, which is giving a lot more people a lot more freedom. But people are still doing things they don't actually want to do. They're not truly doing what they want to do. Like if I asked you right now, how much freedom do you actually have? How much income do you have? Like how wealthy are you? Not in terms of money, but like, are you able to do whatever it is that you want to do between the hours that you wake up and go to sleep? Can you, if you wanted to, at a moment's notice, could you pick up and just move countries? Could you pick up and just go on a vacation, holiday? Or does it have to be months, years in the planning so you can afford it and all that stuff? That's where I see a really valuable question to ask yourself. So from my copywriting, I was traveling, did a lot of mountain bike racing, and I fell in love with making videos on YouTube or sharing them on YouTube, and I just love the whole creative process of doing that. And not only was I learning video editing, storytelling, marketing, communication, I was building my own personal brand. I was actually doing this thing called skill stacking. So I was developing all these unique different skills, which later on, which is now, I actually didn't realize at the time, I was actually building a foundation for something much bigger. So yeah, whilst creating YouTube videos, I didn't actually intend for it to be a full-time income or anything like that in the beginning. It was just something fun that my now ex-partner and I did. We traveled around exploring different riding destinations, mountain biking, and then I continued growing the channel when we went separate ways, which is now morphed into something a lot bigger. But it actually opened my eyes to different ways of building income by exploring my own uniqueness, my own curiosities, and my own knowledge. So that's basically what a value creator is. A value creator is somebody who is able to uncover their own uniqueness, look at their own personalities, their own pre-existing knowledge, and put that out into the world to help other people. Now, part of this video, I wanted to talk about how to develop an offer and then how to market that offer. Because, I could tell you that becoming a value creator is all well and good, but if you don't know how to monetize it, then it doesn't make any difference. You're just going to be a poor artist, basically. And I don't want that. I'm sure you don't either. So how you develop an offer? So you've explored your curiosities, your knowledge, your passions, and then what you want to do before you go out and start creating anything that people could potentially pay you for, which can be a waste of time. You're going to create something free and give away value to figure out what people actually want. So I'll give you an example of this. From my copywriting career, which I did for like 6-7 years, that was a big skill stack for me. A big knowledge base that I had access to, which I knew other people wanted to learn. So I actually created a whole separate YouTube channel about teaching people about copywriting for free on YouTube. Just giving them tips, giving them my experience on things, how much to charge, how to get clients, how to actually do copywriting, what's the fastest way to learn copywriting, all this stuff. And then through listening to people, reading the comments, chatting with people, you kind of get a good understanding of what people actually want, because ultimately that's what people will pay for. Now, at this point, if somebody knows they've got knowledge and experience in something, they might think, well, I'll just go and create a course or a program or a community or a solution for these people that they might buy off me. But in doing that, this can work. But what's worse is that you could doing this, waste a ton of your time building something that people don't actually want or value. So by giving away free value through YouTube videos like this, where you're literally just sharing your experiences and helping people get results for free, one, you'll build trust with those people. They'll realize that you aren't just like some scammer who's just trying to extract money from them. And 3, that you actually do have something of value to give to people. And people will pay you for knowledge, right? Sure, everything on YouTube, you can probably find most things on YouTube nowadays for free. But what people actually pay for is being able to get to their goals faster. So for my copywriting example, I sold mentorship, coaching calls, a community where I answer questions, help people out with their offer, everything. And that helped them get to their goal faster. So people are paying for speed, not essentially paying for information, because there isn't really any new information anymore, I don't believe. Or if there is, it's very few and far between. What you want to offer people is speed of implementation, being part of a community of like-minded people, having access to exclusive content that you create for them, getting more access to you, the person, or something like that. That's what people actually pay for. And before you just go out and create this offer, do things for free first, as in jump on phone calls with people, get an understanding for what they actually need help with, read comments on your YouTube videos, just pay attention. And that is essentially what's going to formulate your offer. And it's going to be an offer that will sell from day one, and it'll be an offer that you build that you aren't putting a ton of time and energy into, that people might not even buy. This is the best way to build an offer that people actually want, value, and something that gets people results. Now, to take this a bit further, you've now created your offer, and I'm going to talk about how to get people to see your offer, aka the marketing of this, in a sec, because I think people get stuck on this. But just start with a basic offer, which is your base core product or service, and start selling that, right? And when I say selling, you don't even need to be getting on phone calls with people if you don't want in the beginning, because what you can do with a platform like YouTube is literally just tell people you have something available and link it in the description below your video. For example, I have my YouTube Accelerator. It's free. It's a free school community. There's a link below to it. This is for anyone who wants to get my personal help with their YouTube channel and build something that I've just been talking about in this whole video. So, put something together that is easy for people to get access to. Whether it is a low ticket thing in the beginning, be it a monthly subscription for 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds, or maybe up to 100 pounds, whatever you feel comfortable charging, it doesn't matter. As you grow, you get more experience and your community grows, or you get more people buying your product or service, you can then charge more for higher levels of access to you or different offerings. So this could be more access to you. It could be a done for you thing where you actually help build certain things for these people. Many different ways you can go with it, but for now, just keep it as one core product and start offering that. And remember, we're not really selling anything here. You don't have to do any hard phone sales calls or anything. All you're doing is offering an extension of the free content you put on YouTube. So the free value you're putting out is part of your main offer, right? So people will come to your channel, the people will come to this channel. If you're watching this, you're interested in growing a YouTube channel. You're interested in learning how to create content and never work again, right? Now that to me is part of my offering, which is doing it using the vehicle of a YouTube channel. So my offer should be of interest to you as well. And if it's not, just continue watching the free videos on my channel. You'll be able to get results from that as well. So how do we market this? So the marketing part of it, marketing in its simplest form is getting people to know what you're doing, getting eyeballs on what you're doing, getting known for what you're doing, right? It doesn't have to be some weird description or anything like that. Just that's basically all it is, making known of what you're doing. And all that has to be in your videos, in say the first 90 seconds and at the end, tell people what you have. i.e., you just saw me do it then about a minute ago. Check out the link in the description below if you wanted to learn more about doing XYZ. That's all you need to do. There are obviously different ways to do this, but that's the simplest way to do it. And on YouTube, when you're putting out more and more content, this is going to compound over time, because your videos will all continue to get more and more views. So then there's going to be more people seeing your content, you're going to be building trust with more and more people, and more people are going to see that link in the description, more and more people are going to click it, and then more and more people are going to join your next thing or buy your product or service. And then it just becomes a complete numbers game. So that's how you market your offer. Now, you might be watching this and still not believing that this is possible. You might read the title of this video and think, what is this guy going on about? Like, that's not possible to not work and, you know, earn money and do whatever. It's just not possible. It's just not. Completely is. And the mindset shift I want to give to you is that watch enough content on YouTube and see other people doing the same thing, and you will soon see how possible this is to you. You have unique experiences. You are the only you. You have unique knowledge set, skill stack that people want to pay you for. And you're helping somebody who is a few steps behind you. And you call this scratching your own itch. You're helping somebody who is a few steps from behind where you are right now. Don't go into a niche which you have no knowledge on, or little knowledge on, because that's just stressful, and if you're not passionate about it, it'll come through in your videos and your content, and you will give up. Share knowledge in an authentic way on something that you are passionate and have knowledge in. That's the best way to do it, I've found. And I can talk about YouTube and this stuff for days on end with no script, nothing, because I love it. So ask yourself, what do you have knowledge in and passions in? What can you talk about for days on end without scripting, that you have knowledge in, that other people come to you for advice on? That's where you should start. And soon enough, you can build this lifestyle where work and life just become living. To me, it doesn't matter if I am in this field here in Scotland, in the Italian mountains, in Mexico, America, Canada. It doesn't matter where I am. My work and life can commingle together. As long as I have my offer and I'm creating valuable content that helps people, that's how you can literally merge the two together. You don't have to be working a 9 to 5, 5 days a week, just to be living 2 days a week, doing something that's unfulfilling, something you don't even enjoy, just to fund the things you actually want to do. I don't believe that's the way to live. I know a lot of people are starting to feel that way as well. It's a very old method, mindset of living. I believe there is a very different way to approach things now, and it's so much more accessible with social media, AI, and just technology that we all have access to. It's free. YouTube is free. You can start with a phone, a camera, anything you have access to. You don't need fancy equipment. That is basically it. That's the roadmap to creating content and never having to work again. And if you do want any further help with anything I've talked about in this video, then check out my school community in the link below. It's called YouTube Accelerator, and it's basically where I can help you on a much deeper level in terms of developing your offer, giving you ideas on what videos to make, how to market it, everything to help you create this lifestyle of content creation and never having to work again.